All right, guys, so this is fifth week of flight school, 55 years old. I want to encourage everyone to think about doing this. Do it. It's unimaginable how much joy you get out of this and how challenging it can be. Everyone who's commented and offered advice and encouragement, thank you so much. I read all of them. I plan on responding to them, and I do appreciate the tips and people following me or following this. This is great. I enjoy the camaraderie I feel when I read the notes or read the comments. For those that this is encouraging to, hey, just make it happen. Do what you can. You won't regret it. I know life happens. It happened for me. Just do what you can. Try and make it happen. Also, I want to cover scheduled 3 flights per week. I got lucky last week and I got all 3 in, but if you schedule 3, most likely you're only going to get 2. I also want to make a request on here. So if you have advice for sunglasses with readers that you use, I need them. I mean, I'm getting where I can see the cockpit or the controls and I can see out fine. I see distance fine. But what I'm noticing up close is that if I had readers, it would just be easier. So if you have a suggestion with sunglasses and readers, please recommend it. All right, so 5th week, 3 flights. All right, it was really a story of 2 weeks or 2 weeks. Basically, flights 1 and 2, I felt like I was really starting to get it. Things were slowing down. My 3rd flight, I just felt like everything I touched was a disaster. I was introduced to thermals and really could see the effects of how thermals. I mean, I remember one just to gain in altitude and just like whoa. But yeah, thermals and wind. I'm learning that it's, for a student, it is a lot to cope with because it's always unexpected. But on my 2nd flight, you can see the syllabus over there and what we were doing. Steep turns and stalls, assisted landings and takeoffs. The stalls on the 2nd day, I was told I actually did really well on. On the 3rd day, just like I said, everything I touched just didn't feel right. I mean, it's like I couldn't remember. I do want to say also, I'm at a crossroads where I need to practice before showing up. I know someone recommended that chair flight. Absolutely, chair flight if you don't have a simulator, and I don't want to get into pros and cons of simulators because I don't even know that. But practice mentally in your head the procedures and what you need to do. If you don't have a maneuvers manual for the Cessna or whatever you're training in, get the maneuvers manual where it tells you how to do it and what steps, because when you're at home, this is what I will be studying before my next lesson and flight. So when the CFI asks me the steps, I'm not really guessing or trying to remember. I want it ingrained where I know and I can stay ahead of the aircraft. So another thing I like is my CFI encourages me not to stay comfortable. He doesn't make me do things unsafe, and he's always obviously right there with me. But if I'm a little hesitant, he does it in a way that I don't really get an option. But if I say no or I'm not comfortable, obviously he listens. But I really appreciate him pushing me. He also said I'm close to the stage check, which they give you a stage check once you've completed Module 4 satisfactory. I feel like I got a lot of work to do, but I'm also more critical, and I mean, I got a long way to go. But now I want to cover the hardest thing for me to get in my head is basically mental. What I think mentally, to go to my hands and feet and the rudder, staying coordinated and taxiing. It's like I want to stab that rudder and I over pressure, and steering a Cessna with the rudder is so foreign to me. I was on the tarmac with the rudder in my hand, using it to steer, knowing it wasn't working. And CFI says, "Hey, that rudder's not doing anything for you." And I just said, "I know, but it makes me feel better." So one of the videos I posted, you can see that I kind of got in trouble or kind of got a little off center with the taxiing. I want to use the brakes because the brakes are immediate on the turn, and the rudder I just need a lot of work with the rudder. So I think that I've covered everything here. I just want to say things are going good. I'm really enjoying it, and I want to end this video before it just gets too long. And thank you guys for watching it.